afternoon, I should say. I go by the name of NOS. Thank you for clicking on this video. Probably doing a rewatch right now because I just started it and nobody's in here. I go by the name of NOS, No Nero, Matt, Matthew, Noise Over Silence, No One Similar, No One Son. A lot of different aliases and monikers. My battery. I want to play some music, but my battery is dead. All right, so come over here. Come over here real quick. And what I have in store for y'all tonight is actually something that I did not plan on doing. But since I was weirdly communicated to in a way that it's what I should be doing, I'm going to go ahead and do it and call it the path of least resistance. Now, that brings me to my first conversation that I have for you all tonight, is clear communication. I love clear, reliable, efficient, truthful, full disclosure communication. I love that type of communication. It is indubitably my favorite type of communication. Clear communication. Let me tell you exactly. Let me give you the rundown of why I'm speaking about this right now, because somebody in my life, I won't mention any names, somebody I live with. If you know me, then you already know who it is. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up, Juju? What up, Stay Savvy? Oh, happy birthday! That's right. I should have had that in my calendar. I'm bugging. And you just reminded me I'm also bugging because I'm supposed to put Michaela's GoFundMe in the comments and pin it. And I forgot again because I was too busy trying to figure out what the F is gonna go on here. But we gonna figure it out. But again, happy birthday to you, Smart Savvy. Thank you for sharing it with me. Matter of fact, I thought you was going out on a date or something, right? You told me what you was gonna do when I asked you if you had plans. I remember you said you was taking yourself out or something. Maybe I'm bugging. KO, what's good? We are all wishing Smart Savvy and Loved a happy birthday. We're not gonna ask her which one it is. We just gonna know it. We know that it's a youthful one, a one that's going to bring more longevity, more health, more abundance into Smart Savvy's life. Right, right. You already. So yeah, to my story. Somebody I live with loves to communicate in a weird way where it's like everything is a we. Instead of asking specifically, "Hey Matt, can you dot 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 dot?" Or "Hey Matt, it would be great if you dot dot dot." You know, either the question or the statement, either way, as long as it's clear, I'm good. But instead, I get, "Yeah, I got some potatoes and we should just cut these up and put some olive oil on them, season them up, and maybe that ground beef gets turned into like a patty of some kind." This is the type of communication that I get met with. And me, in the moment, I don't have it in me to be like, "Say what the fuck you mean, son. Say what you mean." Like, ask me. You want me to you want me to cook dinner tonight? I bet I got you, but I don't get that. What I get is a lot of sidestepping, subterfuge, like you hindering the process. Like, and maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. It's too deep and I'm taking it too serious because I know what it means. I've known this person for 40 years. And they know that I know. They at least expect that I know. So here we are. Woosah. It is vented. High Sense was good. Welcome. Yeah. All right. So now that that's out the way, I'm gonna make something that I've never made before. I'm going to title it a cheesy-ish beef potato hash. I wish I had a fancier name, but that's all I could think of. Basically, I got a pound of some ground beef. I got some 2-bite potatoes and no like fresh, like chives or onions. I do have onions. I got garlic, but those are the only two fresh ingredients I got. I got some old ass thyme that's been on the. It still smells good. That'll do something. But yeah, like no rosemary, no cilantro, none of that. Unfortunately, which I wish I did. I should have went to the grocery store, but I didn't. I just did laundry and I brought it to the crib. All right, enough yapping. Let's get to it. Playing serious. What's good? Long time no see. Where you been at? Everybody's wishing Smart Savvy a happy birthday. She is a real one. Do I have garlic and cumin? Yes, I do. I do. I do. Thank you for reminding me about the cumin. I gotta get that going. The only steps that I've taken so far is putting the two pans that I know I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need one of those for the potatoes, probably the silver one, to boil them a little bit because it has a cover. Then I'm gonna crisp them, and then I'm going to cook the beef in this skillet right here that has the toxic non-stick. You gotta do the best you can with what you have, you know? And what else? What else? Is there anything in here I can get? I could put some eggs in there. Knowing my dad, if I don't use the mushrooms that we have, he gonna be like, "Oh, I got these mushrooms. Why you ain't put the mushrooms in there?" I'm like, "Cause you ain't cook it. That's why I ain't do it." Red. Oh, red. Oh, and I got these old ass russet potatoes in here too that should be used. A cucumber that needs to be used up. I'm telling you. The roommate life really ain't the life. I'm gonna tell you. If you live with somebody, you really gotta click with them. Y'all gotta be in sync. Y'all gotta be in step. Y'all gotta like have good communication. Like, or else you just create friction where it don't need to be friction. You know what I'm saying? But lucky for me, I'm fucking psychic. Therefore, we gonna do what it do. I'm just waiting on the other phones to charge up so we could get some music going, because cooking without music is not about that's not the wave. The food tastes better when you cook with the music. Everybody know that. But it takes more time because it's in the oven. Oh, you talking about some oven stuff? I was gonna do the oven. I was gonna put the potatoes on a sheet pan and let them do that thing. But I was like, nah, I ain't even gonna do all of that. I'm gonna just keep it on the top of the stove. Somebody asked if I got a new job. No, I don't. And what's new to you? Like, I've had a job for a minute. That's a trick question. The way people be asking questions sometimes, it be loaded and they don't even realize it. You know what I mean? That I get a new job. How you know I ain't been have a job? That's another thing. That's exactly what I was just talking about. When I was speaking with my roommate, let's call him my roommate. I was speaking with my roommate, or rather, he was speaking to me, and he was communicating about something that he imagines in his mind. He was loading the whole statement, and it was up to me to interpret and extrapolate what he actually wanted. So, anyway, I need to get cooking because I'm not trying to eat at 10 o'clock at night. You already know. So, excuse me while I go silent for a little bit. Y'all gonna have to just watch me make or break this meal with the preparation. I'm gonna get some music going, like I said, because who cooks without music, fam? Nobody. Would you trust a chef who cooked in silence? I guess a lot of restaurant chefs do that, but that's probably why a lot of restaurants be missing. I'm not even doing royalty free music tonight. I'm gonna go straight industry music. I'm gonna try to keep it low so I don't get I don't get smacked with the copyright. Those purple potatoes are so delicious. Let's hope so. I have faith in my ability to do it. Um, yeah, so what I do right now for you playing serious, since I know you and you've been around for a minute, what I've been doing for like the past 2 months is something called non-emergency medical transport, which is basically I'm a chauffeur who drives a minivan for people with disabilities and the elderly. And it's fulfilling because those people need to get around, but it's also kind of trash because they don't pay a motherfucking thing. And that's my thing. Like, I felt like writing a whole essay since I got this job about going to war with entrepreneurs, B. Because granted, when you a small business, you a mom and pop, you can't really afford to pay your employees like an amazing salary, wage, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, if you're underpaying your employees and you yourself are making money hand over fist, I don't think that's fair, bro. I think there should be actually some type of a rule where like us like the CEO or whoever's at the hierarchy of any said company can only make up to 4 or 5 times you know what they're paying their employees. But I'm sure there's loopholes around that, and there's something wrong with that. So don't take my word for it. All right, where am I going with the music right now? What am I feeling? What am I feeling? What do I want to feel? That's the better question. Music is definitely a feeling type of a thing. Music is magic. I'm gonna just go with some beats. Yeah, let's just go with some beats. But what type of beats is the question, too, now? What type of beats? Let's just go with some hip hop beats. Oh, not that one. All right, that already shows me that I'm gonna get tired of beats quick. So let's go over here to a nice rounded playlist that I've made called Soundscapes 2. Oh, I lost it. Soundscapes Volume 2. Here we go. Bang. Shuffle. All right. Whatever. Let's play the music loud enough so y'all can hear it. I don't care if I get copywritten. Whatever. Let's catch up, and we're gonna get to we gotta prep the food. Come with me. What if each person is responsible to play a role in a conversation or a situation? Each person is entrusted to play their part. Yeah, facts. They should be. It is fun to an extent. It is fun to an extent. I haven't had any rude riders yet. I have had like sometimes riders get in the van and they have assistants because they need the assistant, and the assistant be the rude one. But anyway, I done wash these potatoes. Let's not skip steps. It's a lot of potatoes too for 2 people, but we still gonna make it work. All right, now we chop the potatoes. Now chop the potatoes. How you say potatoes in Spanish? Well, I don't know that. That's crazy. Come here, where you running to? The meal prep and then freezing the food. Adam and I do it, save us so much time. I hear that. I hear that. Everybody says everybody's on the meal prep kick. I don't have any reasonable arguments against it, so I'm not gonna try. But I've known about meal prepping for a long time, and I never did it. I might prep a lunch before work. That's about it. But I think meal prepping is smart. Maybe it's because I don't have a fancy like Tupperware set. You know, when you have a fancy Tupperware set, you want to use it. Also, when you have full control over your refrigerator situation, it makes it easy to set things up and keep them nice and neat. That's goals. Goals for 2026. Not only will I have my own fridge, but my own crib with a fridge in it. That's one of the most powerful things about living by yourself, with with somebody who's in alignment with what you're trying to do and in step with you, is like when you leave your crib or when the last time you closed the fridge door, nobody else has been in there. So it gives you the same energy you left it with. Like, everything that's in the fridge, when it's going to go bad. Yeah. Big things are going in 2026, man. Trust that. Trust and believe. Trust and believe, fam. But what's good with y'all? What y'all been up to for the past 2 days? Serious, what you been up to? Out there in... You're in Paris, right? If I remember correctly, forgive me if I don't. Just gonna put some water in these, some salt, cover it, let it cook for a minute till they get soft, and you can stab them with a fork and they'll fall off the fork. That looks like it'll do. We're gonna throw some salt up in that meat. And we're gonna get a top. Oh shit. Right on time, baby. Multitasking. Nice. We're gonna throw that on high. And put this back in this strainer. Boom. Yeah, I even serious. I even your name is Mariana, right? If I'm not mistaken. But definitely, I remember you telling me about your man Adam, and I remember that you're from Brazil, right? You speak Portuguese. See, that's how I know you ain't been around in a minute. You ain't been around in a minute, but I'm glad to see you're still here. When people stop coming around and like a month or two goes by and I ain't seen them, you know, I always wish them well and I affirm that their life is going good. But I either think that something went horribly wrong because my brain naturally is pessimistic sometime like that. I blame my upbringing. Or I just think that you don't fuck with me no more. And you was like, deuces. In which case, you know, either way, I always wish y'all the best. I hold no animosity to people who have come and left. If anything, that is just the way of life. That is the way it goes. And I'm over here because I kind of want to cheat with Chat GPT or whatever. I'm not gonna front like I'm masterful at cooking, but I do know that all I fucking need to do is brown that beef, put some salt and pepper on it. But I want to get nice. So this is what I've been learning about cooking with onions and garlic, right? When you mince garlic, after you mince it, you want to let it sit for 10 minutes because chemically something happens within the garlic and it's really good for your health if you mince it and let it sit for 10 minutes. It's some scientific chemistry shit. Google it and you'll figure it out. I don't really know the words. It's just some word starts with an N and it has like 8 letters. I was reading it quick. You know how we be doing scanning and shit. So I know that's what I'm about to do to the garlic. But I want to see if I should like caramelize the onions first. And I know if you caramelize onions, it takes like 45 minutes, and I don't really know if that's what I'm trying to do right now. You gotta cook them for like 45 minutes on medium. Do I just want to put flavor in a pot with some butter? Yeah. But I also know beef makes its own like liquid or juice. So I'm sure it's boiling already. Oh shit. Potatoes in Spanish are potatoes, I bet. Alright, that's where I was at. Adam was good. We got somebody with the handle Adam. What up, what up? What did I say when I saw both Robert and Nero? I said, look, Robert, there's De Niro. Chills in love. That was pretty funny. Patatas is a Quechua word. Hopefully I said that right. Quechua word because potatoes are native to South America. Patatas. Oh wow, that sounds just like patatas. And it also has my other favorite word in it. Tatas. Haha! We love the tatas. Where did I get this shirt? I'm pretty sure I got it for like Christmas or something. Yep. Stop waving the knife around. Good. I want you to be on edge, bro. We using the bowls in our takeouts or even those frozen food packs they sell over here. We're in a Tupperware crisis. Oh, word? Yes. Croissant, Eiffel Tower, Paris is great. Get some sun out here late. I decided I don't give much of a shit up for paying my taxes immediately, so I'm working less. Alright, bet. I definitely remember having the tax conversation with you. For sure. Welcome to the hold up. How do they say in French? In France? Les Resistance? Welcome to that. Housing is trash. Well, it was easy, Mariana, because you left an impression. So when people leave impressions on each other, they always associate the impressions with emotions, and if you make someone feel good, or very bad, they tend to remember that. So kudos on you. Kudos on you for leaving a good impression and making it easy to remember you. Thank you for the compliment, HLB Junior 1986. Appreciate that. All right, we got the potatoes going. We only want to let them go for like 10 minutes. It's already been like 5 or 6, so I'm gonna give it like 4 more minutes. That means 8:38. We're gonna see what's up with them. Now I gotta brown the beef, add the ground beef, dice onions, cook for 8 minutes, breaking it apart. Once the beef is brown, then you add the garlic. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mince the garlic and the onions. Throw the onions in there, let them do their thing with the flavor. Then I'm gonna throw the beef in there. Bam! Let that cook. Bam! Then we're gonna season it, crisp potatoes. All right, I got this. I already know how to do it. All right, I don't know why I need a reassurance. I guess that's the Virgo in me. All right, do y'all remember the sequence? Cause Mariana was just complimenting my memory, but on the short term, I'm gonna forget some shit. Best believe. Best believe. I don't got an onion ready to go. No? Alright, no onions ready to go. We're gonna do 2 cloves of garlic. Bang. Put that in there. Then I got an onion if I could figure out how to get it out the damn net. There we go. Oh snap. How much onion do I use? I don't know, fam. I don't think I'm gonna use a whole onion. I'm probably gonna use half the onion. And that means when y'all cut y'all onions, do y'all cut them from the rooter to the tutor? Well, I guess this is the top of the onion and this is the rooter. So the tutor to the rooter, or do you cut them this way? I think I'm gonna keep the root intact, so I'm gonna go from the top to the bottom. It's also the best way to cut oranges. If you ain't know, now you know. Also, if you're into tie-dyeing, keep your onion peels because you can tie-dye the fuck out of some shit with the most beautiful purple you ever seen with the skin of a purple onion. Alright, I'm gonna let those potatoes go for like 2 more minutes. Don't let me forget. Hopefully they where we want them to be. Come on, onions, I need y'all to get cut faster. Más rápido. Alright, we're gonna get messy. Because right now, I'm trying to not be messy. But it's hard to not be messy and speed at the same time. Because I got 1 more minute before I gotta check my potatoes. I can never be a chef. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't want to. That's too much pressure. And you put in all that work, and you don't even meet them people. You don't even see them face to face. They don't come back to the kitchen and be like, "Yo, thank you." Even though I do. When I eat somewhere good and the food is fucking banging, I always make it a point to go let the chef know personally because I do this too. You know what I'm saying? Ah, life. Alright. So I'm gonna. Oh yeah, another thing I just learned too is like when you're mincing, you want to curl your fingers in like this, so you don't cut your fingers and then cut off of this part of your fingers and it goes quick. Pop, 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 pop. That's how the chefs do. See, I ain't know. I just put you on. All right, let's see what's up with these potatoes. Nice. They not ready yet. Some of them are. I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes. Hold on, so y'all can see the skill. Sorry, I'm not reading the comments. I'll be back with y'all in the comments. See? Curl your fingers. Bam. 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 Oh, I just cut my nail. I can't take my own advice. Alright, that's how much onions we're going to use. We're going to make that with the beef or whatever. Yeah, that's all the onion we need. Bring it over here. Take that, take that, take that. Ooh, that steam hot, boy. See, that one wasn't ready. I should have diced these potatoes instead of having them. You live and you learn. Yeah, these shits ain't nearly ready yet. Get back in there. Alright, that's good news though, because we needed time to prep our ingredients and all of that. Alright, so remember what I was talking about with the garlic? You gotta let the air hit it for like 10 minutes after you cut it for scientific reasons about gut health. That's all you need to know. If you need more, go to the search engine and it'll tell you all about it. But don't go to the search engine yet, because I need you to stay and rock with me for a minute. Oh, bumbleclot. Lit. Alright. So now we ready to heat up this shit over here. Bop. And once that pan is heated over there, we're gonna throw in the beef over there. Woo. No, matter of fact, once the pan is heated, I'm gonna throw in the onions with some butter, a little bit of olive oil, get the flavor in the pot, right? Let that go for like 3 to 4 minutes. Then I'm gonna put the beef in there, let the beef brown. Then put the garlic in there. Then hopefully by then my potatoes is ready so I can crisp them properly. Come on, potatoes. Why y'all always want to take longer than what you're supposed to? The internet said y'all be ready in 8 minutes. Lies. They be telling lies on the internet. Put some more water in that bit. Alright. Let's catch up with these comments. Where did I end? Alright. The dude is fine. I remember reading that. Yeah, that's my personal soundscape playlist on Tidal. It's public, so if you have a Tidal membership, just look up. I'm pretty sure I'm iNero on there. Yeah, I am iNero on there, and it'll give you all my playlists. I have a bunch of them. Would I consider myself a perfectionist? Yes, but I'm also a perfectionist who's reasonable and know that damn near there's nothing perfect. There's only perfection in the process. You can perfect your routine, but never the outcome. You can persuade fate to be in your favor, but even then, there's always variables and uncertainties and you know, what did the Buddha say? Try not to expect anything because you'll always be disappointed, something like that. I meal prep for the week already. And yes, we save so much time and money. That's what's up, Smart Savvy. I'm trying to get like y'all, man. Golden Lotus was up. I don't know if I said what up to you yet. Also, I'm bougie. I'm gonna go ahead and admit it, man. I'm bougie. I don't like to eat. I might eat something twice. You know what I'm saying? I might eat something 2 days in a row, but that's it. When you meal prep, you gotta make a lot of the same food, or you cook 5 different meals, 6 different meals in one day. Like that don't sound reasonable to me. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna stop making excuses. I'm gonna try it for a good month one time. When I get my own crib and I can make something really fucking tasty, like some pasta, something. I eat that shit for 5 days straight. I'm random, but I heard Gordon Ramsay say that if you don't cut the rooter, you don't cry. Huh. Maybe that's why I never cry. I tend to leave the root intact because if you're mincing an onion, as long as the root is intact, you can cut all the way up to it, but it'll always hold the onion together. So I always leave it intact. It's another little cooking tip for your ass. Oh, my pot! My pot should be hot. All right, let's get the butter. I'm gonna go like 2 tablespoons of butter on this joint. That might be too much, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, my butter's burning. My butter's burning on them. See, you don't really want your butter to be brown. That means I made the pan too hot. But I kind of knew that was gonna happen. That's why I took it off. You know what I mean? And with that said, put this here. I'm gonna drop that there. Oh. And then I'm gonna throw the onions in. Wow. That's the sound you gotta make whenever you throw your your ingredients in your pan. You gotta say "fwada." It's a magic spell. That shit smell amazing already. But it might be too fucking greasy for beef that's gonna make its own juice. So we're gonna learn that lesson today. Big batches of stews, also legumes, are the base of my food. So I do a huge batch of beans, lentils, and rice. Blah, blah, blah. And then all I do is reheat the meal and grill some veggies and meat. Okay, that sounds all right. So you basically prep the base portion of the meal and then you do other portions live. I like that idea. It's like a half and half. My potatoes still are not doing what they're supposed to do. Look at that. It's supposed to fall off. It's supposed to fall off, son. So we need more time with that. My onion's trying to burn on me before I do the thing. Hold up, y'all. I'll get y'all a better angle. My pops was talking about doing some meatloaf patties or something like that. Yeah, alright. He definitely clearly said he was gonna do the meatloaf patties, but it's 9. What is it, like 9 o'clock already? Almost 9 o'clock. Who trying to eat at 10:30, 11? You see what I'm saying about the communication? And I'll bet you 100 million trillion dollars. If he would have walked in the house at 10:30 and wasn't no food in the air already, he would have been side-eyeing the kid. He would have been side-eyeing me. He would have been like, oh, so you just been home and you ain't cooked nothing up, huh? I looked at him like, what happened to meatloaf patties? So I'm saying clear communication is essential. You leave so much room for altercations. Oh, my onions. That's alright. The beef is about to let the juices out. Let the juices out. And you know, I did the extra step. But right before I started cooking, I called him. I hit him up just to make it clear. Yo, don't buy nothing out because I'ma cook dinner tonight. Since obviously you ain't gonna be here to do it. He better not walk through that door with no Wendy's or no Burger King or no shit like that. He better not. I mean, I'm be grateful, but still. You know what I mean? I also leave the chicken already pre-cooked and marinated, just reheat in the pan. Oh yeah, when you marinate some shit overnight, that's the way to do it. Put the veggies in the oven, take 0 effort. All right, see now you're trying to make me feel bad. Everybody, if you haven't already wished Smart Savvy a happy birthday, definitely wish her a happy birthday. It's her birthday and she's hanging out with us. We are lucky and blessed to be in the presence of such a smart, savvy, loved individual. All right? Because when you're loved, you attract love. All right? So when you put people who are loved in the circumference of your existence, you naturally attract love in your life. So thank you. That is the gift that you bestow upon all of us. Not only with your presence, but just your genuine desire to be here. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that. I fuck with you, girl. Alright, the meat is browning, but it ain't all the way brown. So we're still holding off on that garlic. Let's see what's up with these potatoes. Yo, we never gonna get there, fam. They never gonna fall off the fork like they say they do. I'm losing patience. Hit up Epic Water if you looking for the real deal Holyfield water filter. And if you want to go the extra step and get a discount on it, because them bitches is expensive. They like $50 for one filter. If you want the discount, hit me up. I got a discount code for you. Konnichiwa's from Sidonia. Love and bless. Oh, that's what's up. And Gila. Konnichiwa. Gozaimasu. There we go. I couldn't remember what it was. Konnichiwa gozaimasu. Ore wa Matthew. You already know. Ore wa no snero. Nah, no, I'm just playing with you, serious. Sienna was good. Yeah, we all here. We missing Olu. We missing Mrs. Koger. Yo, Mariana, it's funny that you actually here tonight because I swear, like 2 or 3 lives ago, I was like, yo, whatever happened to Mariana? And here you are. So maybe I can call Mrs. Colbert back into it. Also, ain't seen Happy Feet in a minute, but I know that she's working super duper hard and shit, trying to get that bread up like we all are. Yo, I'm low key disappointed that my potatoes ain't falling off the fork like the internet said. Alright. I got the shits on high. Like, what is really good? And what is really good with the music? That should just stop. It stay doing that because it think that I'm not listening. So titles like, if you ain't gonna listen, we not gonna pay none of these artists that you be listening to. Greedy. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Oh, they gonna be good either way because I'm putting the love into it. I'm sure half of y'all, if not most of y'all, are putting the love into it. Y'all don't want my food to be nasty. Gotta drain those potatoes for sure. Oh, it's mostly brown. Okay. It's about time to season that beet. That said that beet. That meat too. I haven't seasoned it at all. Besides the onions. Alright, let's get to it. So what are we gonna season our meat with? I'm going salt, pepper, garlic powder, cumin. Let's do it. Actually, let's go first. Let's go with the garlic. That's in there. Yikes. Don't be looking at the top of my fridge. Trying to see what I got going on up there. That's pink Himalayan right there. We got the pepper right here. Bang. We're gonna go garlic powder. I swear I have some organic shit, but I don't. Yo, speaking of organic, y'all saw that I mean, I don't really watch it myself that much, but the shit went viral, so I did go see it at some point. Drewski. You know who Drewski is? Popular dude or whatever. He's got a YouTube channel. He made a skit and the internet's mad about it. Why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, because I said organic. The if you want to go watch it, the title of it is called "How Conservative Women Act." It's pretty funny. He's talking about one particular news anchor, I believe. I be so out of touch with pop culture. I barely know anything, but it was funny nonetheless. All right, I forgot my cumin. Where is that at? There we go. And I got the organic. Let's get it. It smells amazing. It smells fucking terrific. Oh shit. What I also need to do, damn, this shit smells so good, son. Cooking is so gratifying in a way, like when you know your shit gonna be good. Slap your mama. I'm gonna just put a dab on there because that shit is mad salty. Alright, boom. So the beef is probably like done. These shits need to get crispy. Alright, I don't want to make them too soft because I want fucking potato hash, not fucking mashed potatoes. Not potato mash. Potato hash, not mash. So what we gonna do is we gonna drain these bags, bitch. Right over here. I'm gonna drain these bad boys. Oh, y'all wanna be stuck to the Trying to be tough. See what happens when you do shit for TV? You get burnt. Look at this shit, bro. That's the perfect. I mean, y'all can't smell it, so you might not be sour like me, but I'm ready. Ready. I got some olive oil. Hopefully it's really from Sicily since they want to do all the extra Italian stuff on it. Put that in there. Roll it around a little. Sound you gotta roll it around. I'm gonna take that off the heat because I don't want it to dry out. Oh yeah, put my potatoes in there. I should have minced them, bro. I feel bad about that. I mean, not minced, but dice. I should have diced them. What do I season the potatoes with? Salt and pepper, right? I'm gonna do regular sea salt with these. Y'all better get crispy too. I don't want no soft ass potatoes. I was just trying to cook y'all all the way through. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me when I'm talking to you. Crispy. I want crispy potatoes. You hear me? They know what's up. They're not gonna disappoint. Ah. Oh yeah, so Erica Kirk was the lady's name, right? I don't even know who. Oh shit, I just realized Erica Kirk isn't some news lady. That was Charlie Kirk's wife. Wow, now I'm starting to put it all together. I'm starting to put that way more. That's what the death stare was about. Because I remember after he died and she got an interview, she was just mad weird in the camera. Like, what a weird ass world. Okay, we're crisping the potatoes. Trying to let them brown, so that's another 10 to 12 minutes. And then we're gonna combine everything. Um, I did say cheesy, so I gotta put some cheese in there at some point. Do I cheese the potatoes or cheese the meat or wait till I plate both of the things when they're combined and then cheese? I'll probably do that. I'll probably wait till the last second to cheese them up. But I feel like I'm missing something. Like, uh, it is what it is. There's a leaked audio of her raging for a girl and her sister to have a meeting with him. With who? I'm cooking something I dubbed cheesy beefy potato hash. That's what I'm making. You'll see it when I plate it. It'll be ready in about 10 minutes. Speaking of that. Oh, my meat is drying out, son. I don't like it. That's why timing is so important, yo. When you cook, timing is everything. All your hard work and effort wasted because you didn't time shit right. It's a fucking shame. It's a fucking shame, bro. Alright, boom, I'm back. Oh, that's crazy. She worked for Epstein, and I remember Charlie Kirk's like calling out people who were in the files. Weird ass, strange ass shit, man. How you ain't know your own wife was in the Epstein files? Weird ass world, man. There's a leaked audio of her rain. Oh yeah, I read that part. Yes, add cheese last. Okay, thank you for that. Being a decent human, just a decent human. Appreciate that. I'm gonna definitely take that advice. I mean, it's what I was gonna do anyway, but I'll take the cosign. Oh, there's a leaked audio of Erica Kirk arranging for two sisters to go. Wow, what the fuck? Also weird as fuck to me. I mean, it don't really make a fucking difference because all of that shit is way out of my realm of control. But I remember when Trump was running for president, they made it a thing to talk about how the files should be released and how they promised to basically release the files. And then when Trump first got elected, they did kind of release the files. I remember that, but they only gave it to a select few people. Everything was basically redacted and a bunch of bullshit and whatever. And then like months and months go by, maybe like 5 to 10 months go by. Then they re-release it in this latest thing. And for some reason, I was like, didn't they already release it? Like, why? What is with the dual release? And then Trump was like, "Oh, we need to get over the Eaststein files, whatever the fuck." And I'm like, "Yo, am I living in two different realities? Like, did I time jump or some shit where people don't remember the first time they released it?" It's very curious. And also, why would Trump like you gotta know you're in those files? Why would you run promising people that you'd have them released? Maybe he thought in his mind, I'm gonna release them, but every part that I'm in, I'm gonna have redacted or withhold. It's just utterly fucking mind-boggling, all of the shit that is going on in the world politically, nationally, and I just hope the shit comes crashing down, man. I hope the shit burns. Like it's time that it happens. I do feel remorse for all of us who are going to experience what's it called, we're gonna be like indirect casualties of war, basically, because gas prices are gonna shoot all the way up if the Strait of Hormuz shit keeps happening, and everything that gets into a grocery store gets there by a truck, which runs off of gas. So we might not feel it right now, but certain places in the world are already seeing like their supermarkets being empty. There's also this other fucking big thing about fertilizer, and I believe there's a chemical that's required to make fertilizer, which is called urea, if I'm not mistaken. And so farmers who are planting right now can't get the proper fertilizer, or fertilizers, the price of it is just so fucking expensive that they don't know if they should plan their crops or plant their crops. So 4 or 5 months from now, when we're gonna reap the, what's the opposite of benefit? I don't know, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be fucked up 4 to 5 months from now because the crops didn't get grown, and therefore we can't get like fresh shit. And that's me just reiterating the shit that I hear on the fucking internet. I honestly don't know. All I know is that shit has been a struggle. Shit has been a fucking mission. And if they just gonna add more onto the plate, we already warriors. So I ain't scared. Mrs. Clayton, there you go. What's up? We was just talking about you. 66 been cooking a long time. I appreciate that, decent human. Appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. We love all the wisdom and knowledge we get. So maybe you can help me with these potatoes, because these potatoes ain't browning. I mean, I guess they are. They're browner than what they were. I'm gonna flip them over a little bit, see what's up. Definitely sticking to the pot, the bottom of the pot, and they're definitely turning into mash instead of crisp potatoes, which is what I had in mind. You know, like when you go to fucking IHOP and you get the crispy, or like any good restaurant that makes crispy potato hash. That is what I was going for, but right now I have boiled potatoes, soft boiled potatoes. I guess parboiled is what you want to call them. And they're not crisping, fam. All right, lesson learned. It's another good thing about I made those a little bit too salty. But I think this shit is good, fam. I think it's ready to eat. I'm gonna turn that heat off. We're gonna plate it, and then we're gonna cheese it. And I got a nice shredder. Oh yeah, I should have put an egg in here. Next time. For the extra protein. Throw this in here. Cover that up. Take it off the heat. I'm gonna throw some of this on there. I guess I do meal prep. Now that I think about it, I do kind of fucking meal prep. But my version of meal prepping is like cooking shit that I'm not a little bit too much. In this case, you see what I got left over. I'm then gonna put this up into a Tupperware, and I'm gonna munch on that shit for like the next 2 or 3 days. So that's my version of meal prepping, is just having fucking leftovers. Let's call a spade a spade. Alright, I don't have a block of cheese like I want to. So we're just going to get a little creative. And instead of shredding cheese like how I imagined, not realizing that I don't have blocks of cheese, just gonna slice, dice, mince, whatever term you want to call it. Some of this cheese, like so. I'm gonna fold it up. Take that. And I'm gonna just hit it. Bang, bang, bang. This is pepper jack cheese, if you couldn't tell by the fucking colors of the peppers in the cheese or whatever. That's probably a lot of cheese. More cheese than what I want. I picture this being melted, but it'll be like M&M's, melts in your mouth and not your hand. Do they still say that anymore? I remember we used to have a lot of fun with that saying in school back in the day. Melts in your mouth and not your hand. All right, but this is what it looks like, y'all. Bloop. The cheese will melt. I'm gonna give you a look at my face when I taste it, because I suspect that it may be a tad bit too fucking salty because of that slap your mama shit I put in there. Just probably took that the salt content a little bit over the top. Hopefully I don't get diabetes or high cholesterol by tomorrow. If the potatoes are sliced, it usually takes about a half hour on medium heat. Thank you, Decent Human. I appreciate that, because the internet damn sure said 20 minutes or 10 minutes. It said 8 to 10 minutes to get them soft enough to fall off the fork. And then it said another 10 minutes to crisp them. And I did all of that, and you see what I got. Yeah, potatoes are sticking like a motherfucker. Tell you that much. Let's go and get a little tasty taste. The cheese is starting to melt. Itadakimasu! That's actually fucking good. Ha! Let's get it. It's a meal. Look at my sad flowers. They're pretty sad. I'm gonna give it some water tomorrow, see what happens. I think they're a lost cause though. They never even fucking blossomed the way I wanted them to. But also probably was the wrong type of vase to put them in. Vase, excuse me. I don't even know how to say that word properly. Not too salty, not too bad, but good. If I had some like Worcester sauce, Worcester, whatever the shit is. The Metaport surgery was a success. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good news. Yeah, exactly that, DC Human. That's exactly what it is. Tim L, what's good? Worcestershire? I fucked that all up. Worcester. What did I say first? Worcestershire. How many fucking syllables is that? Worcestershire. That's a 5-syllable word. Shout out to whoever made that sauce. They wasn't playing. They said it's so good, we're gonna name it 5 syllables. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. Oh, Dr. Aubrey, what's up? I ain't seen you in a minute either. Oh, did my computer just die, fam? No. It's 9:19. And one of my favorite songs started playing. I love this fucking song. Yeah, I gotta dice them next time. Worcestershire is how it's pronounced. Worcestershire. 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 Pass the Worcestershire. Do you have a little bit of Worcestershire? I got it. I got it. Committed to memory. Worcestershire? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like a Worcestershire. Yo, thank everybody, especially the new people, Decent Human, for jumping in. I do these like every even day around 7 p.m. if I haven't worked that day. Because usually when I work, that's all I do. 13, 14-hour days out there. Ground beef is amazing. Mediana, thank you for jumping in on the live tonight. It's been a minute. It's always a pleasure to have you. Smart Savvy, happy birthday again. Dr. Aubrey, it was good to have you. Mrs. Clayton, I'm so happy to hear the good news. Sending mad love to you and the fam, as always. You already know. Everybody that I missed, Christmas morning. Chi Chobits. Who else? Golden Lotus, what up, what up? I mean, I said hey, but you already know, so love, Sienna. Alright. I think. Oh, Angela. What up, what up? Thank you for joining. Who else? HLB Jr. Thank you for the compliment, friend. Chosen Law, if you're still in the spot, what up, what up? And thank you for joining us. John Foff. Mr. Adam. Juju. KO Kikesh. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. And thank you everybody who didn't comment and just watched and stayed and fucking hung out for the shits and giggles. I've said all I can say. I mean, I could say more, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I know y'all got things to do, anime to watch, movies, you know, shit to do. So, with that, to the one of us who is many, we come to you in total awareness. Grant my friends peace, progress, prosperity, patience, pleasure, panacea, and persuasion in its eternal present. Ashe, aho, amen, and laik alaken. Till next time. Be hydrated, be nourished, be safe, and stay dangerous. See y'all in a couple days. Daps to the homies, hugs to the fam, kisses for the ladies. Peace!